Okay. You rotated the right way. Now it's relatively level. Let's see. There we go. See what's up? That's not bad. We can tilt it down a little bit though. Boop. Hey, is that a Caleb? What's going on, man?
How's it going?
Oh man, it's flipping gorgeous outside. It's going great. How about you?
Good. Thanks.
This is excellent news. Okay. I need to know what you had for breakfast today because I want to see how it stacks up compared to mine.
I think I had a bagel.
Just a plain bagel, or did you have
with butter, of course.
butter?
Yeah.
We're getting better. We're getting better.
Toasted.
Toasted. Okay. Much improved.
I think that's it.
That's it. Okay. That's all right. Okay. So my breakfast definitely wins, but yours was pretty solid. It was, I'm going to give it a solid B minus. Does that sound fair?
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. B minus is fair. So welcome, guys. I was just asking Caleb what he had for breakfast this morning because I wanted to see if it was as good as my breakfast. It was not. It was a solid B minus at best. He had just a bagel. I mean, come on, man. You got to up your breakfast game. What the heck's going on? What'd you guys have for breakfast? Yeah, I'm talking to everybody. Oh, we're thinking hard about this.
Pancakes.
Pancakes? Always solid. Wait, did you have syrup or anything?
Of course.
Okay, good. You're making me worried for a second, man. So, okay, I feel really, really bad about this, but I need a name reminder on Tom McCormick's camera. I don't get to work with you enough, man. Remind me your name. Oh man, it's getting real. We're walking with him now. He's taking us somewhere. Watch, he's got like a plaque with his name in like giant bold font. There's a statue of him holding a spear. He's probably getting his sound together. Let me see. Who else do we have? The camera's kind of dark. I can't tell. Whoa, what? Danny DeVito's here. I wasn't expecting that. What's up, Matthew? It's good to see you. Let's see. It looks like we got Hunter and Tatum. Looks like we got Kyle. Excellent. Okay, guys, I'm asking super important questions here. I want to know what y'all had for breakfast today. So far, we've had pancakes with syrup and a plain bagel. Nothing on it but butter. It's been very disappointing. I need someone to rescue this breakfast question.
Sorry, syrup and whipped cream.
And whipped cream. Okay, that got better. That got better. Thank you for that. Are you figuring? Oh, Adisu. Oh, thank you. Hey, okay. You can unmute Adisu. I don't know if that might be a technical problem on your end, but just so you know that you are more than allowed to. That is just fine. And Zoe, are you struggling with getting yourself unmuted? Is that what's going on?
I figured it out.
Hey, life is good. Excellent. Okay, I need to know. Breakfast, go. Oh, it's not working. Gotcha, Adisu. Okay.
It's fine.
Adisu, I want you to do the entire class by drawing, okay? Like, I'm going to ask you to do a front kick. I want you to just draw a picture of you doing a front kick instead of you doing it, okay? Okay, sorry. I interrupted you, Zoe. Tell me. Breakfast, go.
I had English muffin, fruit, and yogurt.
Yes. Okay, now that's a breakfast. I don't know if you guys are listening, but that's way better than just a plain bagel. Caleb, if you need tutoring, Zoe's around to help you, okay? All right, let me see who else we have. Freaking Danny DeVito. Every time I swipe over, I'm not expecting to see him. Right on, guys. Okay, we're going to give about 1 more minute. We'll go ahead and get started. It's 5 o'clock on the dot. Okay, I need to maximize this. Is that? Oh, it is the woods. Hey, sorry, your camera, like the lighting's super weird. So your faces just look like black holes in the middle of, oh, they are people. Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? It's okay. You can use gestures. You don't have to talk if you don't want to. Yes. Yes. Wait, can I get 2 thumbs up? Oh, a thumbs middle. Ooh. I don't, oof, okay. Maybe we can raise that. Can we get like a half angle? Can we do like a sort of maybe thumbs up?
There. Now you can talk.
Hey, we got Rob. What's going on? Let's see. Who else? We got Levi. We have Tanner. Nice. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and get this show on the road. I'm super psyched. I am every time. I miss the holy heck out of you guys. So anytime we get to do this, I'm just jazzed. We're going to do some sharpening up of our skills today. We're going to get to the point where we can do some of our techniques really fast. And we're also going to work on developing our creativity and linking together various moves. So it should be mentally very stimulating, kind of a puzzle kind of class is what I'm shooting for. I hope you all have fun. I went outside because it's flipping gorgeous, and gosh darn it, I'm going to do it. So I'm in my backyard. Let me know, anybody, if the lighting gets weird, because I may not notice, so I can fix it. I think I should be in a decent spot where I'll stay out of the sun. So there it is. All right. So we're going to start off, go and hop into a guarding stance. And all I want you guys to do is visualize an opponent in front of you. They're going to fire a straight jab towards your face. We're going to begin with our footwork. So I'm going to take my front foot and just sidestep with it. Notice that when I sidestep, I transfer my weight to that front leg. Now, I don't want too much weight on it. I don't want my knee to be going way over my toe. I just want to transfer enough so that my head moves. Because you see, I can step out to the side and my head doesn't move, which means I haven't dodged the punch. I want to step, and if I transfer my weight, my head's going to go out of the way. So for just a second, try this. Sidestep transfer, keeping your guard up, over and over. Just feeling that transfer of weight, building the muscle memory, because this is what this whole sequence is based off of. That's it. Nice. Switch your legs with a good old-fashioned jump switch. Try it on the other side. Guarding stance, side step, transfer the weight, come back. Excellent. Jump switch. All right, so next move, I sidestep, I transfer my weight. While I'm doing that, my lead hand is going to do an inward parry. That means it comes from the same side of my body to across to the other side of my body, like I'm going to brush my hair, but instead I'm slipping a punch. So I'm going to time it all together. I step and parry as I transfer my weight. Step and parry. 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 Jump switch. Aha! And step and parry. Step and parry. Try to visualize that bad guy so that you can work on your timing even if you don't have a partner. There it is, jump switch. All right, next piece. I step, I parry. I'm transferring my weight. Now I'm going to take my hips, I'm going to rotate them and my belly button straight ahead, which should make my back foot, I'm going to make sure you guys can see my back foot. It makes my back foot do this. I'm switching to my forward bow. So I step, I parry, and I rotate. Now my back hand drives in with the straight cross to their rib cage. So I'm punching them under their arm. So if I'm the bad guy and I punch you, you slipped the punch, and then you hit me right here, right? Okay, so I step, parry, shift and punch. The shift is monumental. You have to get the shift. So I'm going to show it to you from the side again. Side step, shift my weight, parry, shift, punch. And we work that timing together over and over. Make sure your back foot moves so that your toes end up pointing at the bad guy. You should feel a snapping in your hips as they settle into place. That's the one. Jump switch. Try the other side. Build it slowly at first. Step, shift, parry, forward bow, punch. Nice. Jump switch. Okay, so now we're going to build that with a front kick. I do my side step, my parry, my punch. Now I'm going to take my back leg and fire a big front kick by engaging my hips. So I'll show you what I mean. As I fire that, my hips are going to rock forward and my head's going to go back. Poof, like that. This is my slam down the door in the burning building kick. This is how firefighters get you out, right? So here we go. Slip, punch, big kick, boom. That's the one. All right, now that you're starting to get the muscle memory, I want you to start burning it with some power and some speed, okay? So I'm gonna come, boom, 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 just like that. Get some breath in there. That's it, switch sides, jump switch. Same thing, build it slowly and then start adding in some speed and some power. And switch. Okay, so we're gonna finish it off with the last piece of the combination. I'm here, I slip, I punch, I kick. This leg ends up in front. My back leg is gonna do a crossover forwards towards my bad guy. I'm gonna unwind, back fist. So watch again, I was here, boom. I do my crossover towards my bad guy, I unwind, back fist, punch. I'll show it to you from the side. So I'm here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody with me? Give me a thumbs up. Excellent. Okay, guys, build it slowly. Then start adding some speed. Here we go. Switch. Other side. Here we go. Nice, and time. Okay. All of my advanced students, that's everyone green and above, Madden move for you. They have to do this. Everyone else, you can, but it's optional for you, okay? So here's what I'm adding. On the other side, boom, pow. As I turn around for my back fist, I'm gonna add a spin hook. Hook kick, back fist, punch. All right, that's for all my advanced students. Add that spin hook, I'll show it to you one more time. Here, 1, 2, 3. My rear crossover step becomes a hook kick, back fist, punch. All right, ready, set, go. Back on the other side. Switch sides. Same thing. Shoo, 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 shoo. 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 Nice, and time. All right, guys, we're on to the final rounds of our warm-up. Here's where it gets real. If I call out single, then that means no matter where you are in the combo, you have to do a round kick. So if I were doing this combo and I'm here and I called out single, that means you have to do a round kick. But then you have to keep going. You can't restart the combo, you have to keep going. If I call out double, that means that you have to fire off 2 round kicks without putting your foot down. And if I call out triple, that means 3. Anytime you do more than one, the first one goes low, the next one goes high, and the next one goes higher. They don't all go to the same height. Everybody understand? We Gucci? Awesome. All right, here we go. Ready, steady, whichever side you like best. Go. Single. Single. Double. Single. Double. Triple. Triple. Single. And switch sides. Same thing, other side. Here we go. Single. Double. Single. Triple. Single. Triple. And time. Everybody breathing? If you aren't, I don't know what the heck you're doing. All right, guys, we're gonna finish off with the static exercise. Hop and crane stance. I've got one leg. I'm gonna chamber for a front kick. I'm gonna stick it out. And we're gonna hold it. And count together, ready? Going to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straighten that leg. 6, 7, 8, 9. Rechamber it. 10. Then put it down. Don't let it drop. Nice. Everybody feeling that burn? Oh man, I forgot. I almost forgot we have 2 legs. We better hit the other one. Here we go. Crane stance, other side. Get your balance. Extend. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Straighten that leg. 9, 10. Rechamber. Woo! That's good stuff, am I right? Okay, guys, let's finish out. Burst out 10 push-ups, 10 squats, and 10 sit-ups for me. Feel free to do whatever variation you like. I just want to hit all the major muscle groups. Had to find a spot to do sit-ups where the dog hadn't pooped. All right, guys, go get a drink of water. Come right back. Okay. That was a good workout. Let's see who we got. Someone's a dragon? Who is that? Everett, you have dragons behind you. You should run. They're like dangerous. He hid, not from me, from the dragon. Let's see, do we have anybody new? I don't see anybody. Cool, okay, so we're all caught up. All right, we're gonna stretch out real quick, but before we do, I thought I'd show off for a second because it might be something you're interested in. I've got an Arnis test coming up this weekend, actually. And one of the skills I have to demonstrate is how to use a balisong, which is a butterfly knife. And so I had to go ahead and buy a trainer and learn how to use it and so on and so forth. I bring this all up to you because this thing is so much fun. Like, holy crap. So this is you've probably seen this in movies, but this is the kind of stuff you're doing it with it, where you're flipping it open and close like this. And there's a whole bunch of different flips and tricks you got to try. You can do it in reverse grip where you got it the other way and you're spinning all this stuff. So all that saying, if you buy a fidget spinner, you are wasting money. Get this. This is way better. I got this for $8 on Amazon. Look up balisong trainer. Okay, that's enough of that. Seriously though, I can't recommend this enough. It's dirt cheap. It's super durable and they're like crazy fun. There's tons of tutorials on YouTube. There it is. I see you raising your hand, buddy. What's up?
My brother has one of them.
Does he really? That's rad.
Older brother. Yeah.
I'll dig it. You have 5 fidget spinners, Kyle. You have made a fatal error. No, I'm kidding. That's fine. 5 or 6. Right on. Okay, let's stretch out real quick, guys. Interlace the fingers. Pull them over your head. Pulling the body towards the sky. Come out to a horse. Settle your weight down. Try to feel that you're pulling yourself from 2 pieces. Leaning to the right. Leaning to the left, slowly. Breathing all the while, focusing on your breath. Coming back to the center. Leaning back to a comfortable stretch. If it's painful, you've gone too far. Back to the top. Coming down, bending at the waist, keeping the back straight. Straightening the knees. Reaching for the ground. Breathing all the while. Lean over to one leg. Stretch over the top of it. As you do, pull all your weight onto the leg that you're stretching on and let your opposite hip go, and it's going to start making a stretch happen over here on this hip. Switch to the other side, make that same transition, transfer all your weight to your right leg and push your left hip, or excuse me, push your right hip back as you do it. Nice. Walk your feet together and sit, and I'll turn so you guys can see. Sit down to a comfortable squat as far as you can go. Don't come up onto the balls of your feet. That means you've gone too far. Just go down as far as you can go. We'll keep your feet flat. This is about getting the stretch, not about actually squatting. There it is. Putting the elbows in between the knees, pressing them apart while looking to the sky. Nice. touching your left knee to the ground, sticking out your right leg straight in front of you, rotating your hips until your belly button's pointed at your foot, and bowing over the top of the leg. Your goal is to get both hands touching the ground. Or if you're way more flexible than me, your goal is to grab your foot. Switching sides. Coming up onto your right foot so that its weight's completely on the ground. Turning the outstretched leg so that the foot's completely on the ground. Feel free to adjust however you need to accomplish that. And then pick yourself up and move your weight over the top so that your weight's coming down right about here. And then try to sink your weight. You'll get a big old stretch right here and right here. Other side. Nice. All right, coming into a deep forward bow. Planting the heel of my back foot down on the ground and then stepping forward with my front leg until I can stretch the back calf. Other side. Nice. All right, guys, quick discussion moment. Feel free to unmute your mics. This is a time for everyone to talk. What qualities as a martial artist can you develop better on your own than with a partner? And there's no right answers. This is just your opinion.
Finding your own limit of like power.
Nice. Okay, so you're saying with a partner, you couldn't go that far because you want to take care of your partner. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Right on. That's a very good point. We can exercise and find out how hard we can hit, how fast we can move, and not be worried about hurting someone. That's great. What else do we have?
Endurance.
Endurance. So explain.
Well, knowing your limit to how much you can train in one time. So if you work,
I see what you're saying, because your partners are only going to be at the dojo for like an hour, right? So you can't go longer than that. That makes good sense. Everett says he couldn't hear me because I glitched. Oh, my question was, what qualities as a martial artist can you train better alone than with a partner? All right, keep going, guys. 1, 2, 3 more.
Dealing with loneliness.
Dealing with loneliness.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could certainly be training to work on that. Yeah,
You
absolutely.
could also probably work on your forms better. Meditation.
You're on the surface of what I want to talk about. I like it. Keep going.
I guess meditation too.
Meditation too, absolutely. Someone else tell me the benefit of training forms or meditation. What does that do for you?
Better self-awareness of where your body is and how to control it.
Self-awareness of where your body is. I like that. Absolutely, that's a legit thing. All right, give me one more. Okay, that's okay. We hit the bottom of the well. That's fine. So what I want to talk about this because it's easy to think that the best place to train your martial arts skills is at the dojo. And that's not necessarily true. That's the best place to train partner-related skills, and it's the best place to learn stuff from a teacher, right? Because they're in person. However, there's a bunch of qualities, like we talked about, that you can actually train better on your own. Power was one of them. Endurance is one of them. Body awareness is another. Visualization is another. Forms. Now, one of the reasons we practice forms is because it gives us a way to train on our own. And I know we've talked about that. But what it does is it gives you a vehicle to train stuff that's way too boring and takes way too long to do with a partner. And I'll show you what I mean. If I'm doing the beginning of short 1, and I'm really working on this, I'm trying to become really skilled at it, then it's really boring with the partner to step back, feel where my weight is. Okay, my weight's in my front leg. Am I losing balance at any point? Okay, now I rotate and snap. And I try to feel all the body mechanics at every single moment of the form, make sure I'm doing them right. That's really, that's hard to do with the partner because not everyone has time to work through something like that. Does that make sense what I'm talking about? It's training the feelings in your body rather than what's happening outside of your body. That's the stuff you can train here and now. So that means your breathing, that means your strength, your speed, your weight shifts, your pivots, all of your body mechanics. This is a great time to train it. So I say all this because that's what I want you to be doing as you go through class. I want your internal monologue in your head to be, am I balanced right now? If someone pushed me, would I fall over? Can I actually put some power behind this punch? Because there's nobody in front of you to hit. Hit that imaginary bad guy as hard as you can, gosh dang it. So I hope that that resonates with some of you. There's really, truly stuff you could be working on right now that is just awesome. I don't want you to forget that. Okay, let's go ahead and hit some stuff. Let me go ahead and check my curriculum. I have a specific progression. I don't want to go out of order. Here we go. All right, so last week we talked about blocking set. Let's review it super fast. Hop into a horse stance. Starting with the right hand, upward, inward, outward, touch, down, chamber, squish down, upward, inward, outward, touch, down, chamber, squish down, backwards, squish down, chamber, touch down, outward, inward, upward, squish down, chamber, touch down, outward, inward, upward, simultaneous, upward and downward, inward and chamber, touch down and outward, touch down and outward, inward and chamber, upward and downward, going backwards, inward and chamber, touch down and outward, touch down and outward, inward and chamber, upward and touch down, or excuse me, squish down. Nice. Okay, so really quickly, someone tell me what were the big points that I stressed last week on this set?
Leading with your elbow.
Leading with your elbow. What does that do for us?
It like gives you more power, I guess.
Absolutely. Yeah, no guessing, for sure. So the big thing there is what's called kinetic linking. So the idea is that if I have all these joints, I have an elbow, I have a wrist, I have a shoulder, I have a waist, I have all these joints. If only one joint, in this case my shoulder, moves my weapon, I'm only getting the power from one joint. But if I make my elbow move and my shoulder, I get the power of two joints. If I rotate my waist, my shoulder, and my elbow, I get the power of three joints. If I bend my knees and I'll step out so you can see. If I bend my knees and extend as I strike, then I get the power of, well, that's two more joints, 5 joints. That's what kinetic chaining is. Now, who remembers the detail on the upward block?
It's the opposite where your hand leads.
Nice. And where's my hand going to get to the top? What is it covering?
It's crossing the middle.
It's covering the center line. It comes up like an uppercut, right? And then at the very last minute, it rotates. That's called tail end what? Tail end acceleration. Hey, oh, I was too quick. Sorry, guys. So now what I want to talk about is this is called blocking set. However, This is also a striking set. All of these blocks are strikes. I think we talked about this before, that every single time you block, you're hitting something, right? And every single time you're hitting something, you're kind of blocking. So let's go through this and imagine we're hitting somebody instead of blocking. So back into horse stance, as I'm doing this first upward block, instead of imagining stopping something from hitting you, I want to imagine that there's a chin, like somebody's head is right here, and you're coming underneath and going bam with your forearm and rocking that. So that's just one application for upward. Now if I go to inward, this one's easy, right? We do this all the time in Kempo. Called bam, that's a hammer fist, right? We're taking fools out with that one. Now outward, same thing. This is another hammer fist. It's just going outward instead of inward. That's another hit. Bam! That's another fool on the floor. He was a Gungan. He deserved it. Next is touchdown. Touchdown. How often do we use this to hit people in the groin? All the time. In captured twigs, if I've got someone bear hugging me and I do my double stomp, there's touchdown. If I'm doing crushing hammer from our level 3s, I step forward and I hammer in the groin, and then I hammer again. That's 2 touchdowns. So it's everywhere. Up next is chamber. That one should be obvious. We're elbowing somebody behind us, right? We're hitting somebody in the diaphragm. That's in, crap, I'm forgetting the name of it. Obscure wing. That's an obscure wing. There's a person grabbing our shoulder. We step back and we elbow him in the gut, then we hammer an up elbow, right? So it's there. Last one after that is our squish down. I call squish down because I work with the kids so much. Really what this is a thrust. And a thrust is defined as an attack that moves parallel to my center line. This is my center line. And so in this case, my thrust happens to be going here, but my thrust can go anywhere along this line. So I can thrust middle. I can thrust high, down, kind of down, middle, a little bit high, higher, all that stuff. I can change the tool to a punch. I can change it to a 1 knuckle punch. So I've got the 1 knuckle and I go bam, bam, bam. So that's the idea. All of these things are strikes and all of them are blocks. Because, and this is a very important tactical consideration, if a bad guy attacks you and you block him, have you actually done anything to further your victory or escape? Really, have you done anything to increase your odds of survival? No, you just didn't get hit, right? So instead of blocking in Kempo, we hit the attack. So the very first technique in the system, delayed sword, we use a hammer fist on their arm because we want to make it so they can't hit us with their arm anymore. Does that make sense? So all of our blocks are hits. I hope I've hammered that point to is absolute death. Okay, so now what I'd like you guys to do really quickly, we're going to spend about a minute on this, is we have a variety of kicks, we have a variety of elbows, and then you have all the strikes out of the blocking set. I want you to create your own 3-strike combination, taking anything from anywhere and linking it together. So your striking combination could be front kick, hammer fist, back fist. It could be round kick, another round kick, front kick. I don't care. Take a minute and make your own combo out of 3 strikes that you know. Okay? Ready, set, go. And make it something you like. It has to be a combo that feels good to you. You've got all a blocking set, you've got kicks, you've got elbows, you've got knees, you've got headbutts. There's a whole world. Got about 10 more seconds. And time. Okay, everybody have a striking pattern that they remember? Just 3 hits? Excellent. So real quick, y'all unmute and tell me a strike, any strike. I'm gonna have you guys crowdsource my striking pattern.
Back kick.
Okay.
Punch.
Punch. I heard a punch and I heard a knee, and then what was the kick?
Back kick.
Back kick, right on. Okay, so we're gonna do let's do punch, knee, back kick. Does that work for you guys?
See.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our techniques of bear hug techniques, and we're going to attach the striking pattern to the end of that technique. We're working bear hugs today. So level 3s, you guys are doing crashing wings. So I'll show you what I mean. If I do crashing wings and I come here, then I'm gonna follow up with my striking pattern. So I'm gonna go punch, knee, back kick. Does that make sense?
Could you
Right
show
on.
the phase 3 bear
Go
hug?
ahead, sorry. Say that again.
Can you show the phase 3 bear hug technique?
Absolutely. All right, guys, go ahead and get started. If you have questions, of course, I'll answer them. I'm gonna go ahead and review level 3s. Here we go. Crushing hammer, I'll give you side view. They've got my arms pinned. They're behind me, bear hugging. They push me forward. So I step forward with my left leg as I hammer their groin. Next, I step my right to my left, and then I step behind them and I hammer them in the groin again. So let's hit that one more time. They've got us, they push me. I step, hammer the groin, feet together, step behind, hammer the groin again. My right hand chambers to my guard. My left hand is going to do an inward palm heel right to their solar plexus down into 45. Let's hit it. Step forward, hammer, together, hammer, guard, palm. Let's do it again. I'll show it to you from the other side just because I don't know, that might help. Stepping forward, hammer, together, back, hammer, guard, palm. And then one last time facing the camera, stepping forward, hammer, together, hammer, chamber, palm. Was that helpful?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Let me know if you need anything more.
Could I see level 2, please, sir?
Level 2, absolutely. So here's what's going on. Actually, yeah, I may do that in a second. That's okay. All right, so we're gonna start from the side. My arms are free. And actually, now let's go from this way. Their arms are wrapped up under my armpits. They're not down low, because if they were down low, I would do crashing wings. This is called spiraling twig. Their hands are up here. I'm gonna take my door knocker knuckles and I'm gonna tap them against their hands and grind to try to get them to loosen their grip. Once they do that, I'm gonna step into a horse and anchor my elbows down to my ribs and make my hands come out. I'll call this flap for future reference, and that's gonna pry their hands apart. I'm gonna capture their one hand, and then, well, actually, let's start it from the top. So here we go. They've got us, my arms are free. Tap, 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 grind, 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 step, flap, capture. One more time. Got us, tap, 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 grind, 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 and flap, or excuse me, then horse stance, flap, and capture. Now I'm gonna step with my left leg towards my right. Then my right leg is going to go that same way. And all I'm doing is just a double step to spin me around. So it's this. Go one more time. 1, 2. I'm holding onto that hand I've captured in the meanwhile, and that results in me putting them into a wrist lock. Let's hit it from the top. They've got us. Tap, 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 grind, 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 flap, and horse, capture. Double step. Set the lock, front kick, land, punch. Is that good? Does that work for you?
That's great. Thank you.
Excellent. Yes, of course.
Oh, can I see? So I know the breaker, I know the bear hug, and then the back choke, and then there's for phase 1 there's the breaker, which is that the right name, or is it
Breaker. Are you thinking sleeper?
sleeper? Thank you.
Gotcha. No, that's
there's-
totally fine. You need to see a sleeper?
Well, what's the other one? There's the bear hug, the back choke, and sleeper.
So we've got one more after that. I forget the category of technique. We're gonna hit it next week, so don't worry about it yet.
I thought we worked on that last
No,
week.
you're good.
Okay.
We've just only hit the first 3. We're gonna do the last one next week. Okay, guys. So now what I'd like you guys to do is I'd like you to work the technique very, very slowly. So if I'm doing crashing wings, it's this. And my goal is to feel that at every point, I have perfect balance. My structure is solid, and then if someone pushed on me, I wouldn't fall over. Whenever you do a technique slowly, it forces you to make sure that all the transitional pieces, the stuff that you normally go too fast and not pay attention to, it forces you to make sure they're all solid. So go at Tai Chi speed. We're going to go for about a minute, and then we're going to ramp up the pace.
Mr. Burton?
All right, I'm going to watch you guys for a second.
Hey, Mr. Burton?
Yes.
What are all the attacks for the techniques? Like, what are we defending from?
Good question. So this one's a rear bear hug. Then sleeper, all the punch techniques are against punch. So that's sleeper, thundering hammers, and dance of death. And then on the choke techniques, it's a rear choke. They're coming up from behind you and throttling you with their hands. That's cross of destruction, falling cross, and twirling wings.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This is the mouse.
Nice. Okay, everybody pause for just a second. I'm seeing good stuff. We're still going too fast. So watch again. I'll do spiraling twigs this time. That make sense? That's your speed. Go, go, go. Molasses time. How are the woods doing? You doing okay? Okay. Can I watch you guys practice? And you can unmute if you need to, man. That's totally fine. Or you can type, whichever one.
Can you repeat what we're doing? We missed it.
Absolutely. So we're doing your technique, but super slow. That's all it is. So for you guys, I'm trying to remember because you guys are doing, you guys should be doing crashing wings. All right, and time, guys. I know I just told you, but we're going to move on to the next section. So what we've now done, since you forced yourself to go that slowly for an extended period of time, is we've built the muscle memory like nobody's business. We made sure that your body knows exactly what's going on at every single point of your technique. So at no point, if someone poked on you, would you fall over. And at no point during your strikes is your strike going to lack power. Now we're going to upgrade the speed to what I call flow. So before we were going super slow, I'm going to go ahead and do crashing wings. Now we're going to go at this speed where I'm not trying to generate any power. I'm simply trying to never pause. So it looks like this. And I'm trying to get it so that my body's always moving and it's flowing like a river. So watch again. Does that make sense? That's your goal. All right, guys, work flow for 1 minute.
Are we only doing the bear hug technique?
Yes, only bear hug. I want to get us crazy good at the bear hug techniques today. And if you have a partner, go ahead and use them. That's totally fine. You don't have to wait for me to tell you to do that.
Yes, you do. Go be a partner.
I'll work spiral and twig now.
Okay, we're just doing bear hug, that's all. Okay, there's no choice.
I'll work crushing, or excuse me, crushing hammer. And time. So we worked flow. So now your body has built the sequencing, how to connect the pieces that you built to make sure that everything has the capacity to be fast. You have to work the slow pace and then the flow pace before you can move quickly. Because if you try to move quickly first, then you're not going to have the stability or the connections in order for it to be powerful or stable at all. Now we're going to go fast. So when I say fast, we're now trying to generate power in a real self-defense scenario. So if I'm doing crashing wings, it's not this anymore. And now it's that makes sense? That's the idea. So what I want you to do, break it up. Go fast 2 times and then do slow once. Not slow, but slow. So alternate 2 fast, 1 slow. Does that make sense? All right, guys, ready to go. Extension for phase 1. I am waiting on video from Sensei Milliken on the extensions because I do not have them. I have talked to him about it and they are on the way. Once that happens, I'm actually talking right now to Hunter about having our own day as the black belts to work on long form 4 as well as your extensions. To make sure you guys get stuff in as well. I just unfortunately don't know the extensions for everything yet, so I'm kind of learning it with you, which is always a good time. I hope that answers your question. Hey, what's up, Harper? I didn't see you. Nice. And time, guys. Okay, real quick, go ahead and unmute your mics. I want to hear, how did this feel for you? Doing the different versions. What was your body telling you? What were your thoughts?
Felt kind of different, but it was helpful.
Good. Okay. I like different but helpful. That's like what we're shooting for.
Yeah, it helped me fill in the gaps on it.
Good. So elaborate on that.
Like, I was able to get the transitions quicker and more balanced.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
I was able to get,
What's that? I interrupted somebody.
I was able to get more momentum and power in my.
Well, Mr. Burton's always happy about that. All right, give me one more.
Felt really natural.
Natural. I
Yeah.
like natural.
I
That's
do
how it
Tai
should
Chi
be.
with my grandfather.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that it felt really natural to do. And it definitely
Excellent.
helped.
I actually, I do Tai Chi. So a lot of the way I teach comes from that. because a lot of people's perspective of Tai Chi is that it's just the slow movements. And like, you know, them doing the super pretty slow forms in the park. However, that's just the public version. If you study with anyone who's like for real in Tai Chi, then that's just how they get you ready to move quickly. Trust me, they move quick. They move real quick. So now that we finished that, I hope that gives you an idea. That's how you should train everything. We call that slow to flow to go. The first time you move it, you need to prove to yourself that you can do it slowly, because it's hard to do stuff slowly. It forces you to pay attention to all the transition points. Then you have to prove that you can do it without stopping. Then you get to do it fast, because now you're ready for it. Does that make sense? Okay, guys, we're gonna do 1 more minute of this. I want you to do it slow once, 2 times fast, and I want you to add your striking pattern on the end of it. Ready to go?
We could put me and Paxton's accounts on here.
And time, guys. All right, we're gonna finish up adding some more pieces to short form 2. Let me see, whoever is looking for the extension, I can help them with everyone else logs off. Okay, right on. All right, so here we go. Let's review what we went over for short form 2 last time. Salutation. We're ready. Step forward with the right leg, inward. My left hand is checking down low, outward. Backhand, horizontal finger spear. Front hand, vertical finger spear. Hit it again. From ready. Stepping forward with the right. Hammer, hammer, spear, spear. Repeat on the other side. Step forward with the other leg. Hammer. Let's get this check hands there. Hammer, spear, spear. Again. Come ready. Stepping forward with the right. Hammer, hammer, spear, spear. Stepping forward with the left. Get your check hand. Hammer, hammer, spear. All right, now let's add the next piece. So we're right here. We just did our last spear. What I'm gonna do is come, crap, I'm not good at moving on this one. So tell you what, I'm gonna do it my normal direction. So if I'm here, now I'm going to come to a cat stance with my left leg lead. My right hand is gonna be here and my left hand is gonna be on top of it, like this. So let's look at that transition again. I come 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And my hand, I step to my left. Vertical outward block. And I'm going to do a right cross. So since I'm doing a cross, that means I pivot all the way. I come boom. And I hit hard with that. Let's hit it again. From ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cat. And ready? To the left. Block. Punch. Those happen simultaneously. So if I'm doing it towards you, if I come 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I cat, then I'm going to come boom, like that to my left. Okay? So we're over here. Now my right comes to a cat. My right leg drags into a cat stance. And now I get my hands ready on this side. So my hands are doing this over here. And now I'm going to step to my right. And I'm going to do my right hand a vertical outward block, and my left hand does a cross. Boom. Let's hit it from the top. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready and cat. Outward block punch. Ready and cat. Step to the right, outward block punch. One more time, we'll add the next piece. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready and cat. Left, outward punch. Ready and cat. Outward punch. Left leg is now going to step behind me in a crossover. So I'll show you from the side. If I was doing this, I'm going to go like this. So now I got a message. Let me check it. Can you show us a short-term form 2 from the back? Absolutely, I can. Let's do it one more time from the top with me facing away. Here we go. Inward, outward, poke, poke. Inward, outward, poke, poke. Ready and cat. Left, block and punch. Ready and cat. Right, block and punch. Rear crossover. I'm going to unwind. Left hand does an upward block. I'm going to settle into a very low wide kneel. I'm going to do a middle knuckle punch. So you see I've got that sticking out, and I'm going to punch straight ahead. So notice I'm nice and low. On my back foot, I'm up on the ball of the foot. All right, let's do that again. Inward, outward, poke, poke. Inward, outward, poke, poke. Ready and cat. Block, punch. Ready and cat. Block, punch. Rear crossover, unwind, upward block, and middle knuckle punch. Now I'm going to turn around. My right leg just steps behind me. I turn around. I do an upward block with my right hand and a middle knuckle punch with my left hand. So I just did that on both sides. So I came 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's the idea. Okay, let me watch everybody do just up to that point for a second. I want to make sure everybody's doing okay. Nice. I do it one more time. Excellent. Bam, nice. Okay, guys, let's add one more piece and then we'll call it for today. So from the top, here we go. And I'll mirror for you guys this time. 1, 2, poke, poke. 1, 2, poke, poke. Ready and cat. Outward vertical and punch. Ready and cat. Outward vertical and punch. Rear crossover. Unwind. Upward block and middle knuckle. Turn around. Upward block, middle knuckle. Nice. Now that we're there, I'm going to do it from the back now so that we're all on the same page. One more time from the top. Inward, outward, poke, poke. Inward, outward, poke, poke. Ready, cat, block, punch. Ready, cat, block, punch. Step in behind, unwind, hit. Stepping behind, unwind, hit. All right, now that I'm here, I'm going to take my leg that's behind me. In that case, it's my left leg. I'm going to step it to me and then away from me. And here, I'll get center camera so we can see. To me and then away from me. I'm going to unwind and do a low block with my left hand. Step through straight ahead and palm heel high. Notice how I've still got this hand nice and low. So let's take it from the upward block middle punches. So I did this one, home, and then I did this one. So now I step my foot together and back, and then I'm going to come downward block, step through, palm heel. All right, guys, that's all the time we have for today. We are over halfway done with the form. Hey, life is good. I really like that one. The main theme is blocking and attacking at the same time. I hope that that's obvious based on the fact that we do this, and then we do this. And then later on, we're coming and we're doing downward block and palm heel. That's the big theme of the form. Guys, I had a blast with you today. I hope you all had a fun time as well. Hope you felt like you learned some stuff. You guys help keep me sane. It's really helpful for me to have some folks to do karate with every week. So thank you so much. Please go out into the rest of your week. Have a great time. Stay safe. And we'll see you on Wednesday. Toodles.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks very much.
Later.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.
Question for
Sayonara.
you.
Sayonara.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Doing any type of like blue striping, or are they planning on testing in May, or do you know anything about it?
That's a great question. All I know is that officially, because we're supposed to reopen on the 26th or 28th, I can't remember which, we're planning on tentatively going on with the test. There's a possibility that we might not reopen, so we're not pinning all of our hopes on it. So Sensei Milliken hasn't talked to me at all about blue stripe.
Okay,
So at this point, I'm just operating as though we're not doing them.
perfect. All right.
So yeah, hope that answers your question.
Yeah. Did Megan need help? I'm assuming it was Megan that wanted the extension.
Yes. And so if you know it, please share it. That
Well,
would be
I mean, I think I know it, but you know, Mr. Milliken might adjust it every now and then. So I can give her
Hey.
a pick just so she has something in her mind about the general technique extension, and then we'll see what he says after. If she,
nice.
I guess if you guys don't mind if I do that to help her.
Do it.
Okay.
I'll take it, Nikki. I'll take it.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to get a different angle here. I need to go get Henry to come back. Okay. So let me just go through. So after you hammer down, for crashing wings is the one you want, right? Oh, you're frozen.
Yeah. Well, I'll take crashing wings first.
Okay, so after you hammer, you're gonna take your left hand and immediately wrap it over top of their arm that you have in your hand. I'm gonna get a cookie out here in a minute, hold on. And you're going to right knee to their back. Let me get Ivy or Henry, hold on. Henry, come here.
I do still love watching parents beat their children.
Okay, so give me crashing wings. Can you see, kind of, give me crashing wings? Here you go. Here, hammer, hammer, hammer. And then you're gonna take your left arm and immediately wrap it around so you have their arm. You're gonna right knee to their back, hammer them down. Now this you might not be able to see. Ow. Oh no, we're gonna readjust to the floor. When they're on the floor, right stomp to his wrist. Pull dry kick to the face, and then stomp the clavicle. Does that kind of make sense?
So here, watch me do it real quick. See if I'm doing this right.
Okay.
So I'm coming here. Now I'm gonna grab their arm,
Yep.
back,
Knee.
hammer them down,
Yep.
right stomp, drag kick to the face, left stomp on the face.
It's a stomp to the clavicle.
Stomp to the clavicle. Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's like a back heel stomp. Yeah. Yep.
Wrist, face, shoulder, clavicle.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
That's
Perfect.
it.
Thank you.
What did you say?
Thank you.
Does that make
Thank
sense? Or do you need to see it again?
No, that was good.
Okay.
Right
And
on.
you can
And
text me
now,
too.
since I know that, I will also review it. Come.
But again, check in with Mr. Milliken just to make sure, like, you know, he's not tweaking anything.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
But maybe
Thank you
if
so much.
you can text me too.
I
And
will.
can get you started. All right. Have a good
All right,
day.
Thank you.
guys. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you around.
All right. Bye.